Welcome all to the birthplace of the board banging broadcast up here in beautiful Grand Forks, North Dakota, in this very rink. The Gambucci Arena, or as my Siri calls it, Gambuxi Arena, is where the board banging broadcast was born about, 5 years ago or something? 4 or 5 years ago? But getting ready to take on the Northern Tier Stars here in a minute and 45 seconds. The Northern Tier Stars look like they are gigantic, for one, and they are Cambridge, Asante, and North Branch. So we shall see. First game of the B-Dub shootout tournament up here in Grand Forks. Just got word from the 12 U's that are playing right now, not going so hot for them, over at the Icon Arena. And that rink is where we play next, and that rink has horrible Wi-Fi and horrible reception to the point where I'm not sure if I'll even get to broadcast it, because last year we had to sit in one specific spot and it was just in and out so much I think we gave up on it. So, but the game after that tomorrow night is in the same arena but a different rink that has better reception. But tonight, here at Gambuxi, or Gambucci, we have stellar reception, so hopefully it all keeps going just fine with the stream. So 1 game tonight, 2 tomorrow. I think it's a 1:15 game tomorrow, and then a 7 p.m. game. And it was supposed to be, the 7 p.m. game was supposed to be against Wayzata, but apparently Fergus Falls took their spot. And we're playing Fergus tomorrow night at, let's see, tomorrow night is 7 p.m. and then at 1:15 p.m. tomorrow. Icon Arena, the Rydell rink. That's the rink that doesn't have great reception. One, two. Looks like they got a fairly deep bench, about 12 girls. Maybe not. Maybe about the same as us, I guess. They got one on the bench. Looks like she's injured. We still have our 3. Leah Har still in a sling. I haven't got an injury report on any of these ladies, but I know for now we're not. They're not playing. That's all I can tell you. So the ladies skate down, circle up before. Nice drive up here today. Not like some previous years where we had snow blowing and blizzard conditions. We had one on the ride home once. That was always fun. White knuckling all the way from, I think it was pretty much all the way from Fargo a couple years ago. Then they shut the interstate down about a half hour after we left, so I think we pretty much just made it off the interstate before they shut it down behind us. So let's not hope for that again this year, but it sounds like weather should be okay. I wonder how I get an updated. So I thought they have live scoring here, but well. So on this opening face-off of this B-Dubs tournament, B-Dubs shootout, face-off was won by Dump Rope. And this is the rink that's like standing right above it. It's awesome for viewing, not great for recording as I'm doing right now. So I got to do a lot of following of the puck. Puck sent down back there, waved off icing. Turl has it back on the far side corner. Sends it up to Dump Rope. Dump Rope on a little bit of a rush on her far side. Has her automaker on her right. Skates middle. Puts a move on one girl. Skates on another. Fires in a shot. Pipe. Puck loose out in the blue. Sent out into the near side. Johnson up in the corner, fires a shot off the chest or automaker. Knocked out of the air. Sent back down now to Johnson. That was a beautiful move, beautiful shot by Dump Rope. Hopefully that's for what's to come here. Just kind of skated around all 3 defenders. Johnson centering pass, trying to get it up to Welch. Welch couldn't quite handle it up in the blue. Centering pass again to Oim. Oim out front, gets poke checked away. Skating in is Westfall. Good to see Westfall playing. She got a knee injury in that last game we were in, so I wasn't quite certain if she was going to be playing, but there she is. We need all the ladies we can get. Over in the far side corner now, stepping into it is LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating center, tries to put a centering pass towards Oim. Poke checked away, now over towards Westfall. Back to Oim in the middle. Oim outskates that girl to get there, to get control of the puck, but a little bit too much traffic there. Tome waiting at the blue line corner there, gets control of it. LeBlanc trying to back her up behind her in the neutral zone. And sent out to neutral where LeBlanc is back skating. Tome skating up, so is Oim. Sent off the far side, loads up, fires in a shot. Misses wide left over to the near side. They put shots up there? I think they do have shots on net up in the scoreboard. 0-0, which is what it is right now. So here comes Tome. Tome on a rush now. Skating off far side. Just a dump and change, I think. So she's skating off now. Getting the line change. Dump rope skating back in. Rodemaker in. Isla Johnson back in. Turrell back in. And Horton skates on. Skating off the far side now. Rodemaker poke checks it away over to Horton. Horton gets the zone cleared. Getting it up to dump rope. Dump rope on a rush now. She's going to try to do it again. Bulldozes a girl, but loses control of the puck. Sent all the way down. It's going to be an icing. Nope, waved off icing. Turl takes it back behind Delaney. Turl on a slingshot engaged move. Sends across center ice. Gets poke checked away up the far side face-off circle. Stops, reverses pass. Tries to get control of it. Fighting for it up in the corner now. Horton up there with Turl. Puck back behind the net now. Rodemaker on the attack. Poke checks it away back behind the net. Puck loose. Centering pass attempt broken up by the skates of Northern Tier. Zone cleared now, but kept in neutral by Turl. Turl sends one on net. Covered up. Puck bouncing around the goalie. Drops down, covers it up. Good. They're doing shots up on the scoreboard. That's one less thing I have to do. So it'll be defense's or offense's own face-off coming here. Allie Oim on the dot. Westfall out there with LeBlanc. Lila Wheels Welch and Tome. Tome has it at the blue line corner, puts in a shot, knocked down by one of the defenders. Puck wheels loose in the zone, or cleared zone now, but LeBlanc picks it up in the neutral zone, fighting for it up against the boards. Oim has it, safely passes it back to Tome. Tome looking to advance the puck, bangs it off the boards to Westfall. Westfall just dumps it down into the zone and gives chase. Oim down in the corner for it, fighting for it, back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc tip passes up past Welch. Far side corner now. The Stars take it now. Skating center. Back skating is Tome. Tome poke checks it away as McKenna was getting up towards to poke check it away from behind. Puck hits the side of the cage. Sent over now to LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating up near side with it. She's got a little bit of a rush. She's got two girls to beat. Skates over strong side, left side. Puts a couple moves on, loads up, fires and shot. Save, puck loose, knocked out of the zone by one of the defenders. So that was right in the breadbasket. Puck loose, backhand shot, kick save. Westfall on a nice backhand shot. Now to Horton. Horton passes up the blue line corner. LeBlanc loads up, fires and shot off the shin guards of one of the defenders. Oim tries a centering pass into the rafters. Back over to Westfall. Westfall all the way around to the other side. Trying to get it to Oim, but taken by the Northern Tier Stars. And poke checked away nicely, but puck loose. There's a nice poke check by Scarlett Terrell, and they're just going to dump it down and going to be an icing. A lot of offensive action so far by the Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors. Few shots on net, 3 for us, 0 for them, but very early game, 10:27 left in the first period. Still 0-0. But defense's own face-off coming here after the icing, and then on the dot is dump rope. Face-off taken by Brainerd Little Falls. Turl skating with it back behind the net. Tries to send it up, but broken up by the defense, and Johnson swoops in there to take it off to the far side. Stops, reverses paths. Sends it up over to the near side to Turl. Turl skating with it on the near side boards. Dishes it up to Rodemaker. Rodemaker just dumps it, and it's going to be another icing. Line change coming here. LeBlanc, Tome skating on the defensive side. Dump rope still stays out there with Horton and Rodemaker. Near side face-off circle on the defensive end this time. 10:07 left in the first period. Dump rope wins the face-off. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc doing some dancing with the puck back behind the net. Passes it up to Tome. Tome has it, bangs it up off the glass to Horton. Horton trying to get the zone cleared at the blue line corner. Can't do it. Kept in by the Stars. Sent up now from LeBlanc to Rodemaker. Rodemaker does get the, nope, she doesn't. Fighting for it down in the corner. Puck loose now, picked up by Rodemaker. Rodemaker skating far side, has Horton on her left side and 4 white jerseys to her right. Passes to Horton. Horton sends it back to Rodemaker. Rodemaker looking for a centering pass, trying to get a dump rope, but gets taken down by, not down, puck taken away by the Stars. Kept in nicely by Tome. She stops, reverses pass at the blue line. Bangs it off the glass over to dump rope. Dump rope has it, skates in, puts it on a couple moves, fires in a shot, center mass save. So putting a few shots on this girl who, so far she's had a lot of rebound opportunities, so just keep pucks on net, as Nick Harrigus used to say. Pucks on net. Line change now, Oim on the dot. Westfall in there with Welch, Johnson, and Turl on defense. Face-off taken by Brainerd down in the near side corner. He's doing a little loopty-doopty-hoopty. Kept in the zone now by Westfall. Westfall sends it down towards the net, but Northern Stars there, Northern Tier Stars, I should say. Johnson bangs it off the glass, sends it back into the zone, but back into neutral. Pass up to one of the Northern Tier Stars, skates across far side. Turl, nice job pushing her off to the puck to the far side. Poke checked away, but puck loose in the middle now. Here comes McKenna. McKenna's got Welch on her left side and 3 defenders, so she just dumps it, dump and chase. Tries to send it over now. Welch gets in there. Westfall with the centering pass. Stepping into it is Turl. Fires a shot off the shin guard of one of the defenders. But retreating back for the puck is Isla Johnson. She's skating around to try to avoid the defense. Tries to send it up. Gets the zone cleared. Fresh off the bench. It's going to be a penalty. Or I don't even know how they do that. If it's in, somebody's got to be in the box, I think, I'm guessing. Yep. So, kind of a bang-bang, maybe a little lapse of what's going on type play, as we had, I think, probably like too many skaters on the ice type call. So, first penalty coming for Brainerd Little Falls. 2-minute penalty. McKenna's serving the penalty right now. Dump rope on the face-off on the penalty kill with Oim, or Tome, I should say, and LeBlanc and Rodemaker. Sent cross ice, off the shin or skates of Rodemaker. Puck loose now down in the corner. Tome down in the corner on top of the face-off circle is the Stars. Nice job by Rodemaker to take the puck away and put a shoulder in the girl and dumps it down to kill some time, and it's going to be an icing, though. I thought that girl touched it up. That's why they were pointing at her, but apparently not. 1:36 left in the penalty kill for Brainerd Little Falls. Same penalty kill unit out there on our defensive near side face-off circle. Dump rope again on the dot. One by dump rope over to LeBlanc. Puck loose now down back behind the net. Tome's going to give chase, looking for someone up front to pass to. The girl just went flying in there and fell on her own. Sniper took her down. Down in the corner now is dump rope. Dump rope skating near side, getting a lot of defensive pressure, but pushes that one girl down. Kind of gets tripped up, but fights with the puck. But taken now by the Stars as they enter the offensive zone. Shot fired, missed wide right. Bangs off the backboard over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends it up the near side boards, trying to get it to dump rope, but zone was cleared though. Fighting for it now is LeBlanc. Hard to see down here underneath. A lot of professional camera work has to go on here. Here comes Tome. Tome skating with it near side. Puts on a couple moves, stops, reverses pass. 45 seconds left in the penalty kill. Oim tries to pass down to Welch, just out of reach. Now over to the far side corner. Welch is going to get there. Bangs herself up against the boards. Now zone kept in there by LeBlanc. Now zone cleared. Oim picks that one off, but it's going right to Tome. Oim has it now near side. She's skating up near side. We get the poke checked away. 24 seconds left in the power play for the Stars. As our number 24 has it, Tome. That B word, as Kai-san calls her, passes it up to Oim. Oim skating over near side, loads up, fires in a shot, had a corner picked out. Goalie pushed it off with her shoulder last second. Nice shot by Oim. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Shot by Johnson. I think it was wide right, or it got deflected. Power play over for the Stars. And now did Lila draw a penalty? So just as our penalty ended, it looks like we go on a power play possibly.
I did. She was like chasing.
Yep. So Lila drew a penalty there. I didn't see her. She got hit but got up. So way to take one for the team, Lila Wheels Welch. your puppers is watching this game with us right next to me. Not your papa, puppers, your dog, wearing your jersey. Face off now down in the offensive zone. Won by dump rope back to Johnson. Johnson to Turl. Turl loads up, fires a shot. Puck loose. Save. Still loose on the far side. Now getting up off the ice is Rodemaker. Sends it back to Turl. Turl loads up, fires in another shot. Deflected by the Stars. Again, power play for Brainerd Little Falls. We just swap penalties essentially. Right down below us. Looks like a deer stand shot. Fighting for it. Great point of view here. What are they calling it? Like a dead puck or something? They're saying they're taking too long. Each fighter get to your corner. And just going to do a center ice face-off. 1:28 left in the power play for Brainerd Little Falls. Center ice face-off coming. Dump rope on the dot. Beal near side. Rodemaker far side offense. Back to face-off one to Beal. Beal tip passes back to Turl. Turl skating up around the far side, putting on a few nice moves, but lost control of it into the skates of one of the Stars. Now coming the other direction. Nice hustle there by Johnson. Puck loose out front. Shot save. That was dangerous. Puck loose on the near side. Johnson lost an edge right in front of Delaney, but pucks are nets off the moorings. But luckily Delaney was there to get in front of that one, as that was teed up just perfect for that one of those Stars girls. So they didn't count that as a shot on net. I mean, that was a point-blank shot if you ask me, but we'll see. I'm counting it if they're not. 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the power play for Brainerd Little Falls. Puck sent wide right of the net. Tome has it, trying to get it up to McKenna. McKenna trying to pass up center towards Welch and Oim. Now back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc bangs it back into neutral. So we did swap penalties. We spent time in our offensive end on our penalty kill, and they're doing the same thing on their penalty kill. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc has a little bit of a room, skating down near side, gets poke checked away. There's offsides. It's just a big jumbled mess right there where we're trying to fight through the defense and got a little ahead of ourselves. So 31 seconds left in the power play. Williams going to be on the dot. Neutral zone face-off. Westfall, Welch, Tome, and LeBlanc out there. Face-off won by Brainerd. Back to Tome. Tome dump and chase down into the corner. Over to the far side now. The Stars have control. It's skating up. Now back skating is LeBlanc. Tome in the near side. Shot, save, puck loose. Covered it up, Delaney. Oh, that scared me. Had it in her glove and kind of did the whole rolling down her arm there, but was able to cover it up in the crease. So neutral or defensive zone faceoff coming. Only 8 seconds left in the power play. We haven't done anything with, as we spent a lot of time on this end. Faceoff is dump rope. One back over to Johnson. Johnson skating with it back around the backside. Johnson skating around middle now. She's got a little bit of a room as she's taking on two girls. Goes over to the near side. Centering pass, puck. Oh, one-timer. Dump rope just a little bit off. Misses wide left up in the corner where Horton's up in the corner fighting for it. Excuse me. Banged off the glass. Zone cleared, but back to Turl. Turl sends it cross ice over to Johnson. Johnson back up to Rodemaker. Rodemaker to dump rope. Dump rope skating with it near side. Centering pass, trying to get it to Horton, but broken up by defense. But back to dump rope. Dump rope has it now. Fighting for it back in the corner. Sends it back up to Turl. Turl loads up, fires in a blue line bomb. Missed a little bit wide right. It might have got deflected before it got there. Rodemaker just sends it down. Now over towards Horton in the far side corner. But taken away by the Stars. Kept in now by Oim to Horton. Horton sends one towards net. Hits the side of the cage. Back behind the net now. Zone cleared by the Stars, but it's going to be on net. Delaney's going to touch it up, so no icing. Turl has it now, skating with it back behind the net. 3 minutes, 16 seconds left. Fanned on by Turl. Puck bouncing around now the blue line. Horton clears his zone. Back skating is Rodemaker. Horton enters his zone with it. Sends it up towards center ice. 3 minutes left in the first period. 0-0. Puck on the far side corner now, where Tome fighting for it up against the glass. Was able to kick it out, I should say. English first language for me. Kept in now. No, not quite. It's just about kept in by Welch, but Tome picks it up, sends it over to LeBlanc. LeBlanc bangs it off the glass to Oim. Can't quite keep it in the zone, and we're going to have an offsides. 2:39 left in the first period, 0-0. Shots on net, 5 for Brainerd Little Falls. They only have 1 on the board for them. I'm saying 2. They didn't count that point blank one for some particular reason. Now back to Tome. Tome giving chase. Bangs it off the glass over to the near side. Puck loose now, centering pass, bouncing around back behind the net. I thought that was in front of the net, so that scared me, but safely behind it. Now Welch has control of it. Taken away at the blue line. Entering the zone now are the Stars, taken away by Welch. Welch skating with it up far side. It's 1 versus 2. Back passes over to Westfall. Westfall trying to fire a shot. Backhanded shot, save. Puck loose in the crease. Goalie dives out on it, covers it up to freeze the puck with 1:59 left in the first. Nice pass by Welch to Westfall. Nice move by Westfall too. Goalie was just positioned right and got the save. Offense, his own face-off coming, dump rope on the dot. Beal out there with Rodemaker on offense, Johnson and Turl in the defensive spot. Turl fires in a shot, deflecting across the face of the goalie from Rodemaker. Thought that one was into near side now, fighting for it is dump rope. Dump rope stops, reverse pass, bangs it off the boards herself. Goes up on the right side, fires in a shot, goal! Leah dump rope. Takes the puck away from the girl at the blue line, bangs it off the boards, uses angles, passes it to herself off the boards, fires in top shelf goal to open up the scoring here for Brainerd Little Falls as they take a 1-0 lead with 1:41 left in the first period. And I got to put that up here. So drawing first blood are your Iron Fire Ironworks 15U girls out of Brainerd Little Falls, 1-0. Keep the pedal to the metal here. That's what Aaliyah was going to do, I thought, but does a dump and change. And she sends it down back behind the net. Rodemaker gets control of it, sends it up the far side boards, trying to get it over towards Turl, but flying in there's Oim fresh off the bench. Turl has it, launches it all the way down around to the near side. Rodemaker now with it. Puck loose in center ice, passed up from the Stars to Johnson, right to her. Stars take control of it now in neutral. They're skating around near side, tries to fling a shot, but off the shin guards of LeBlanc. Sent now down into the near side corner. Turl with it back behind the net, looking for a pass up towards Rodemaker, taken away at the blue line. Puck sent wide right of the net. Now Johnson has it, passes to Turl. Turl kind of fanned on it, fighting for it now with the Stars. Owen back behind the net, gets control of it, tries to pass up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc has a little bit of room up in front of her. No, that's Rodemaker. She bangs off the boards, fires in a shot, misses wide right, back behind the net. Now Lila Wheels Welch in the far side corner, fighting for it with Oim. Oim puts a shoulder into girl. Now it's going to step up into it is Tome. Tome loads up, fires in a shot, save, pushed off to the far or near side corner. 24 seconds left in the period. LeBlanc at the blue line corner trying to keep it in, but coming the other direction. Now poke check from behind was Oim, back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc cross ice pass, 13 seconds left to Tome. Tome to Westfall. Westfall has it. She's got 8 seconds left as the girl got taken down by a sniper, and she launches in a blue line but misses wide right. So that'll be the end of the first period here as Brainerd Little Falls leads 1-0. I spoke a little too soon as they could have maybe fired that one off, but didn't quite have enough time. So nice job by the ladies. They have up on the scoreboard 8-1, but in my opinion it's 8-2 for shots. Switch the period. Again, this here is the Gambucci Arena. They're cleaning ice already. The Gambucci Arena, again, is the birthplace of the board banging broadcast. I remember having to go to the Walmart to buy a tripod, and Jill Dumprope had to teach me how to use the live that she used to do it. And I remember that was on Facebook Live, and I remember trying to be as quiet as possible so nobody could hear me talk or do anything. That's what I told Bo earlier today. And now it's completely opposite. I try to fill the silence with my voice instead of trying to be as quiet as possible. So hello all, watching back in Minnesota. As my mom and stepdad Steve are staying at our house to watch the other 2 children and the dog, so we can come up here and not have to worry about the youngest daughter whining about being bored and wanting to play on a phone. And I think Grandpa Dan taught him the technology of YouTube and put a link on his home screen to be able to just click on it, and hopefully he was able to click the live broadcast and join in. But if you're just joining, this is the first intermission. Shots on goal. Sure seemed like there was a lot more shots than that to me, but it seemed like a lot of offensive action, but there's a lot of inaccurate shots, I guess. They have up on the board 8-1. Like I said, they didn't count the point blank one that sure looked like it was a save by Delaney, but maybe if I rewatch this, I'll find out it was off target. But nonetheless, that one scared me right in front. Aaliyah dump rope with the lone goal. I never saw who got the assist on that. Well, actually, probably nobody, because she banged that one off the glass to herself. 8-1. Dump rope with the goal. Got to keep all my stats. My mother says they're cheering from my living room. Fantastic. Still watching Home Alone. And one of the founders of the board banging broadcast, as well as myself, Kaisan Itivankum, says hello from lovely St. Cloud. Welcome. Welcome, Kaisan. Again, I was said at the beginning, but I don't think there's too many people logged on then, that I got reports from the 12U game that didn't go so hot. And they were on the Rydell rink, which is horrible reception. That I think me and Kai-san gave up on a broadcast a time or two just because you had nothing. We had to move, and so that's where our next game is, if I remember right. So we'll see how it works once we get there. I know for sure we have a game there. Yep, that's the next game tomorrow at 1:15. So there may or may not be a broadcast from there. So 12U did. Jenny Paskey tried streaming, but she said the reception was so bad that they gave up. But if I remember right, you and I, Kai-san, were in the very beginning, like as you walk in, we had to like stay down in the corner, and then we kind of had reception, but it still buffered really bad. So we'll see tomorrow at the 1:15 game. May or may not get broadcasted. We'll try it out, I guess, and just be prepared to not have that game broadcasted. But then the game after that is in the Judd side, in the same arena, so you're only probably about 50 feet away from where we would be in the bad reception side, and reception on that side is fine. I think you get into like a tin can type situation there, and their Wi-Fi is not great, and then the phone reception is terrible. So Olivia is asking why they're wearing white socks with the black jerseys. No clue. Didn't even notice it, honestly. Unless they, they were told, I thought, that they were supposed to be home, and then the white jersey, well, we are home on the scoreboard, which usually denotes white jerseys, so they probably had their whites on, and then last minute came out and saw the other team did, and we were just doing the nice Minnesotan thing and said, we'll change ours. Possibly. Maybe just changed jerseys and didn't change socks. That's going to be my guess, because I know it was asked before the game to confirm. One of the parents were trying to find the coaches to confirm jersey color, and they said the jersey color was, or we were home team, so they're assuming white. So, but apparently not. So I did a little bit of Black Friday shopping today. Nothing too great. Didn't buy anything. I had a launch monitor in my hand for a few minutes, and then got cold feet and put it back on the shelf. Figured I can buy it later maybe. And then I got to the hotel and checked in, and gave me the bill for that, and I thought maybe it's a good thing I didn't buy the launch monitor. Went to Shields. Went to... God, I can't remember the name of that. What the heck? Oh, Sierra. That was the name of the store. Didn't find anything in there. Tried on some sweatpants, but the new style the kids are wearing, where they're like cuffed around the ankles, but they fit almost like long underwear to me. So my calves are too beefy. Did you buy the launch monitor? Nope. I put it back. Like I said, the hotel stay cost the same as the launch monitor, so I still might go back though, because that sale lasts until December 1st, which is my daughter's birthday. Maybe I should get it for her birthday, even though she doesn't golf. And if she doesn't want it, then I'll just have to use it. I did buy some new work boots though at the Red Wing shoe store up here. 25% off, not bad. So I don't know. I think everybody gets one game today, and then I'm not quite certain. Well, we can only watch the 12U game one time, because their games are in the different. There's two arenas we play in, and they're on the opposite arena of us every time, and they're an hour ahead of us. So like right when our girls need to be at the rink is when they play. The 10U, I think 10UB, we can check out a couple of theirs if we have time, but. Yeah, because 12UB or 10UB is at 12:30 tomorrow at the Judd Rink, and the 12U, no, the B is at 12 and the A is at 12:30. Where's the 12U at? Ah, yes, 4 p.m. tomorrow at the Judd Rink for 12U team. So they're on the Judd side, so Jenny Paskey will probably be able to broadcast that one. I thought they were like 10 o'clock in the morning, too, or something. We would be able to watch that one, but... Or wait, no, that was today at 4 o'clock. Right, because what's today, the 28th? Yeah, they had them in the Judd side, so I don't know. They look like they were playing on the... Rydell side in that stream. Maybe they switched them. As the Zamboni driver drives off. Yeah, 10U starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow, bright and early. The 10UA. Scrolling here to find. And the B12U B team, there it is. They're 10:15 at this very rink, the Gambuxy, as my Siri calls it. And subsequently, our B team, 10U B team, plays at the exact same time over at the Judd Rink. So a lot of girls hockey going on up here for the Buffalo Wild Wings shootout, I think it's called. They have like the live scoring app thing here, a game sheet, but they do not have live score up there, so. Referees skating back out as the Zamboni driver's getting all of his ice shavings cleaned off, gets the Zamboni off the ice. Water's starting to set up. Coach Jess back on the bench. Amy Har, our team photographer, over there as well. There's Coach Katie walking back. And there comes one of our injured girls, so looks like they're getting ready to walk out here. They're probably right below us. Yes, they are. But you can't really see with the railing. Kinda. There they are. See them? Waiting patiently. Coach Jess is chatting with the refs. Zamboni doors are officially closed, so he's waving them out. Yeah, there comes our ladies. The other team sounds a little more pumped up than our girls. So fresh 15 up on the scoreboard for the second period coming along here. They're coming up here, I should say, not coming along. I feel like coming along here would be denote the halfway through. Hey, can I show that dog? Look at this dog. It has a Welch jersey on. Yes. Hello, puppy. Cheering on his sister with the Welch jersey. Very nice. Referee is blowing the whistle saying, let's get this thing moving. Got to keep these games moving along. Oh, I missed this message from my mom. Home Alone was over right as the game started. Oh, Amber Alert Eric is here. Yeah, he had to sneak into North Dakota, I guess. He's usually banned from crossing state lines. I feel like this is the town where the name was donned on him, Amber Alert Eric, as his that woman in Walmart asked Lila if she was safe. Speaking of not safe is the goalie when Terrell is skating with it over into the far side. Centering pass attempted, trying to get it across, but broken up by the defense. Coming the other direction now. Back skating is Johnson. Dump rope back on Deanne. A big collision there. Rodemaker getting up, pushing the girl to the ice. Puck flinged off. Dump rope hits the puck off with her hand. Loads up, fires in a shot. Wide right. Now over to the near side corner. Down off to the near side through the stick of Turl. So Turl's going to turn on the Jets, but number 8 got in front of her. Stops versus pass off the skates of Turl, though. She's able to send it back up to the blue line corner. 23 loads up, fires in a shot. Save Delaney. Puck loose now over to the far side. Johnson with it now skating. She's got some room. Has Oim on her left-hand side. Goes over to the far right side. Stops, reverses paths. Centering pass to Oim. Oim loads up, fires in a shot. Missed wide left. She had a nice angle there, but fell down as she was shooting. Now back up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating over to the right side. Passes back up to the Tome. Tome with it now. Sends a shot on goal. Save goalie. I think Tome knocked the girl down after that. Centering pass. Puck loose out in front. McKenna with it back behind the net again. Oim out in front now. Puck loose in the face-off circle. Coming the other direction now. Giving chase is Westfall. Poke check from behind. Shot pushed off by the stick of Delaney. Now sent over to the far side. Past Beal. Now the zone will be cleared. Back up to one of the Stars. Westfall getting up there. Some offensive or defensive pressure in the offensive end. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc stops, reverses paths. Sends up, tries to get the zone cleared and does now to Westfall. Banged off the glass now. Now sent back down in the zone. Tome with it back behind the right side now. Sends it up the far side over to Dump Rope. Dump Rope has it. She's skating with it now. Has Westfall on her left-hand side. Passes cross ice. Tries to get it to Horton. Out of reach. Kept in now by Dump Rope. Dump Rope crosses over to center ice. Puts a couple moves on. Stops, reverses paths. Cross ice pass to LeBlanc. LeBlanc to Turl. Turl loads up, fires in a shot. Knocked out of the air. Tipped off wide right. Now back to Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating cross ice with it as it gets swatted away by the defense. And it's going to be an icing, though. So, defense or offensive zone penalty coming with 12:28 left in the second. Brainerd Little Falls leads 1-0. On the dot will be Oim, Rodemaker, and Horton out there on offense. Turl and Johnson on defense. Oim wins the face-off over to Rodemaker. Rodemaker tries to put a shot on, gets shouldered to the ground. Now back to Horton on the near side. Horton dishes it up to Turl. No, couldn't quite. I didn't see that girl hiding down there. Turl poke checks the puck away and then plays a little bit of defensive screen game and prevents that girl from getting down there. And it's going to be icing. So do it again. Offensive zone face-off coming. 12:16 left in the second. Oim on the dot again. Johnson is swapping spots with Tome. Face off won by Oim. Back to Rodemaker. Rodemaker to Turl. Turl tried to fire a shot off the chest of a girl. Now coming the other direction. Back skating is Turl. She pushes her off to the near side. Takes the puck away. Now back to Rodemaker. Rodemaker flings it off over to the left side by just out of reach of Tome, but kept in the zone now. Shot down range, but Oim broke that one up. Puck loose behind the net. Scarlett picks it up. Sends it off the glass. Gets the zone cleared. No ice as the ref is yelling. It's not going to make it anyways as one of the Stars picks that up. Kept in nicely by Tome right at the bench, but now zone cleared. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc trying to enter the zone with it. Now just bouncing around, plinkling around skates and sticks. Johnson just tries a backhand shovel, passes it and back behind the net. Fighting for it up there is Lila. Lila getting aggressive. Centering pass now to Johnson. Johnson can't quite get a stick on it. She's getting her stick hooked by another girl. And banged off the glass. Sent down towards Delaney. And icing. 11-11 left in the second. 1-0 Brainerd Little Falls. Another offensive zone face-off coming here. Welch and Westfall out there with Johnson and Turl. Johnson on the dot this time, and LeBlanc out there is the other defensive spot. Johnson wins the face-off, skates it back over to Turl. Turl puts the shot down range, tries to get it up towards Welch. Banged off the glass over in the far side. Tip passed up now from one of the Stars. Turl going to get there first. Outskated that girl, skates it back behind the net. Gets poke checked away in the far side corner, centering pass, fighting for it. Nice position, fight for it by LeBlanc. As LeBlanc knocks that girl down as they're trying to get the centering pass. Puck shot by the Stars, missed wide right. Now back over to Scarlett. Turl with, you can't see it because I don't have the camera on it. Johnson down in the corner with Turl. Turl on her knees fighting for the puck. She swoops it up towards Beal, through the stick of Beal. 23 loads up, fires a shot, pushed off by the blocker, Delaney, as you're looking for the top left corner. McKenna just clears the zone and gets a reprieve here for a little bit of rest as we get a line change coming here. 10-15 left in the second. Dump rope skates back on with Tome, Rodemaker. Turl stays out there. Where's our fifth girl? There she comes. Horton skating off the bench. Let's see, are we on a penalty? Dump rope on the face-off. Face-off won by dump rope. Back to Tome. Tome skating with it back behind the net. Sent off the shin guard of one of the Stars. Sent down towards Delaney, but picked up by Tome. Tome trying to get the zone cleared and does. Passes it off the boards to herself as she enters the zone with it. Rodemaker on her left-hand side. Skates around, centering pass. Rodemaker can't quite handle it out front. Puck loose now near side. Horton back to Turl. Turl just sends it back to Horton. Horton backhand centering pass. Oh, dump rope just about caught it in full stride. Just a little off. Now back into the far side blue line corner where Tome keeps it in. Bangs it off the boards. Now trying to get it up to dump rope. Dump rope fighting for it up against the boards. Dump rope skating, it stops, reverses pass. Does a nice fancy move back to Tome. Tome at the blue line corner just shovels it down into the corner. Horton over on the near side now. A girl stops, reverses pass. Dump rope getting down there. Poke checks away. Puck was loose out front, but swiped out by the defense. Now over to the far side. Back over to the near side. Rodemaker backed up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc back to Rodemaker. Rodemaker cross ice pass to Tome. Puck loose now. Shovel pass, shot, save by Scarlett Turl. So it was a backhanded shot by Turl, but sends it into the chest protector of the goalie. She wraps it up. Offensive zone face-off coming. Nice series of passing, a sequence of passing there by the ladies. Keep that up. Tome or Oim on the face-off now. Won by Oim. Puck loose. Shot save. Puck loose now on the near side. Oh, Turl stepped into that one, but 21 was in her way. She deflected that off. Couldn't get it towards net. Now coming the other way. Back skating is Turl and LeBlanc. Flying in there is Westfall to poke check it away on the near side. Centering pass over towards Welch. Just out of reach of Welch. 13 versus 13 over there fighting for it and offsides. 8:39 left in the second. Neutral zone faceoff coming here. Oim in the dot. Won by Oim over to Welch. Sent back now to Turl. Turl turns on the Jets. She's got some room. She has Lila Wheels Welch on her left. She's got 2 girls to beat. Skates over left side, strong side, fires in a shot, deflected off the stick of the defender. Near side corner now up to LeBlanc. LeBlanc skating into the face-off circle. Stops, reverses pass, centering pass towards Welch. Now Oim. Oim fires in a shot. Center mass save. Puck loose out front. Taken away by the Stars. Sent now down to McKenna, but McKenna just dumps it down. It'll be offsides as Welch couldn't get back in time. So center ice face-off. So some good offensive series going on here by Brainerd Little Falls. Your Iron Fire Ironworks, Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors. Thank you to Dobosenskis for, again, sponsoring this team. Face-off was won by Oim. Tome. Tome is a dump and chase. Now in the near side corner. Can't see what's going on, but there come the Stars out with it. Centering pass up to Turl. Turl takes it. Intercepts it. Stars are going to have it now. Zone, no, not cleared because Tome keeps it in. Pushes it up to herself off the far side boards around the referee. Looking for a centering pass. Deflected and taken away by number 8. But a Rodemaker now the far side corner just sends it back up or down there. Puck loose now around the face-off circle. Tome trying to keep it in all by herself. Back skating is LeBlanc, but puck mishandled by the Stars. LeBlanc has it now, skating over far side. Poke checked away over to number 8. Skating around far side again. Poke checked away nicely by LeBlanc. Pushed off to the far side. Johnson is able to clear the zone. Might get a penalty coming here. And we do. Rodemaker took one for the team. And looks like we're going to have a roughing or checking or something. I think that's a check, rough, charge, whatever. He knocked her down. So 2 minutes coming here for the power play for Brainerd Little Falls, which we have had one so far and didn't do anything with it. Actually spent a lot of time on our defensive side, so let's see if we can change that this time with the power play unit of Horton, dump rope on the face-off. Westfall, LeBlanc, and Tome. Dump rope wins the face-off to herself, skating around now. Skates around the face-off circle back to Oim. Or Tome. Tome loads up, fires in a shot. I don't know where the puck is. It's in the girls' breezers. That's why. So good stop by that girl that went up her breezers and skating around with it. It's in her breezers. Ouch, Brittany said face-off was won by dump rope back to Westfall. Westfall tips it back to Tome. Tome passes cross ice to LeBlanc. LeBlanc one-time slapper, misses wide right. Now over to the far side corner. LeBlanc fighting for it. Puck loose up in the corner. LeBlanc's going to be there. Nice box-out move by LeBlanc. Sends it to Westfall. Westfall turns, try to fire a shot. Fanned on it. Now back to dump rope. Dump rope with it in the far side. Skating around back behind the net, trying to open something up. She's got Horton out front. Centering pass to Westfall. Westfall loads up, fires in a shot. Save. Oh, my gosh. That was a save by the goalie as she was butterflied out and reached back with a glove. Any spot besides that glove, that would have been in. So a nice save by the goalie. Nice shot by McKenna. I thought that was in, actually. 6:32 left. 1:15 left in the power play. 6:32 left in second period. So far, a big improvement from our first power play to our second. See if we can keep the shots on net coming here. But now, as I say, that zone cleared off the skate of Turl. Turl skating around back with it, trying to set something up in front of Delaney. Now banged off the boards to herself. Poke checked away by 7. Zone cleared, though. Now picked off by Lila Wheels Welch. Welch on a little bit of rush. Skates off to her far side, right side. Stops, reverses pass, puts on a move, gets tripped. Taken down by a sniper or a trip, possibly both. Banged off the glass now. Johnson's going to give chase. Nice box out. Going to be sent down towards Delaney. Back behind the net now. Johnson's going to pick it up. Johnson skating with it near side. 34 seconds left in the power play. She's got a head of steam now. She's skating up. She's all by herself. No black jerseys to help her out. She dumps it down in the corner. William going to try to get up there. William fighting for it up against the boards. Rodemaker tries to tip it out towards center ice. Try to get a shot off. 15 seconds left in the power play. Williams centering pass over to Beal. Broken up by the defense. Kept it in the zone. Rodemaker has it now. Loads up, fires in a shot. Save, puck loose. Oh, rebound attempt by Rodemaker. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Back up to dump rope. Mishandled the puck. No, does come back up with it though. Has it. Skates it in. Getting hooked. Doing nothing about it. Dump rope skating on, centering pass. Trying to get it over to Rodemaker. Shot. Goalie dove out on top of that one. That was It was a dangerous play by that goalie as it was missing wide right, and she dove out on her belly to cover it up. But 5:06 left in the second period. Power play is over. Back to full strength hockey. Dump rope on the dot. McKenna and Horton out there on offense. Tome and LeBlanc defense. Face off won by dump rope. Back to Westfall. Westfall banged it off the glass. Now back to Westfall. Westfall sends it down into the corner. Now over to the near side. Fighting for it over in the corner. Can't see what's going on down there. Picked up at the blue line by one of the Stars, but McKenna there to harass her enough to where LeBlanc could take the puck away. Zone cleared again now. Tome's got to wait for the zone to clear and does. Tries to send it down in, but off the shin guards of a girl. Gets knocked to the ice, but now 8 on a rush. LeBlanc by herself. 2-on-1 right now. Poke checked far out, or off to the far side. Shot. No, they call that a goal. It was apparently top corner goal as it hit inside, came out. So 1-1 in the 4:23 left in the first period. The referee obviously had a better angle than me. I thought it hit pipe and came back off, but he's saying it hit the inside and came out. I don't know who was screaming what there, but yeah, a solid match so far. Kaison as it is 1-1. Shots on net are heavily in the favor of Brainerd Little Falls, and this goalie has kind of come up with I would say kind of lucky saves, honestly, but we've had a lot of center mass shots too. So Turl centering fast, gets broke up by the defense. Now puck loose over at the far side. Johnson just swoops it back into neutral. Now over to the near side. Skating is Johnson. Johnson putting a couple moves on, skating off far side. She's got a little bit of room. Shot, center mass save. Put her right into the chest protector of the goalie. Ladies might start picking out some corners. We had a couple that were open. We rang the iron on one, and the one that was just a fairly good save by that goalie. Face-off taken by the Stars. Rodemaker might be have control of it up in the corner now, fighting for it. The Stars come out of the scrum with it, sent up the ice, but kept in by Johnson. Johnson bangs it, tries to get up the far side boards, but now going the other direction. Turtle's going to be the first one there. Can't quite get control of the puck as it's back behind the net now. Now back over to the near side. Welch pass cross ice to Rodemaker. Rodemaker just sends it over to near side right to one of the Stars. Cross ice pass, tape to tape. Up to the far side now. Johnson pushes her off the puck. Now back to Turtle. 3:07 left in the second period. Turtle skating with it now near side. Rodemaker, who gave us the game-winning goal last game, fired in a shot. Wide left, back behind the net now is Lila. She gets knocked to the ice, shouldered. Incidental contact, they're calling it. Down in the corner, can't tell what's going on. Fighting for it down there, now all the way over to the far side. Tome's going to be waiting up at the blue line, but the Stars are going to pick it up there as dump rope comes flying in there out of nowhere at 100 miles an hour. Stops, reverses pass up against the boards. Looks for LeBlanc up the blue line corner. LeBlanc's got time to step into this one. Fires in a shot. Blocker saved by the goalie. Pushed off. Now over to the far side, and it's going to be an icing. 2:16 left in the second period. They're running time apparently. 2:10, 2:09. Clock's running. Trying to get the clock stopped. No, there they just ran 10 seconds off. Wonder if that 10 seconds will come back to haunt one of these two teams. Hopefully not us. Face off won by dump rope. Back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc fires in a shot. Save, puck loose out front. Puck still loose. Now back behind the net. McKenna looking for someone out front. Back over to Tome now, the near side corner. Tome loads up, fires in a shot. Wide right. Dump rope's going to be the first one there in the far side. Gets met by two of the defenders. Sent up to the blue line. LeBlanc sends it down. Tries to be kept in. Now number 18 pushed it around LeBlanc. Back skating it by herself is Tome, but LeBlanc pushing her off to the far side. Takes the puck now. Sends it over towards Beal, off the stick of Beal. Picked up by a dump rope. Dump rope's got some space. She has McKenna on her right-hand side. Passes it out just out of reach of McKenna over to the far side. Centering pass. Nobody home, though. Coming the other direction. So we get the line change. Oim skating on. Back skating is LeBlanc. And Turl over to the far side now. Turl has it. 1 minute left in the second period. 1-1. Turl has a little bit of a room now. She's skating around and runs into traffic. Has a puck still loose. Fires in a shot. Save. Puck back behind the net. Still loose up the far side. Rodemaker going to try to get there to intercept that rush, and does. Johnson by herself now. Bangs it off the boards up to the Stars, who send one down. Tipped up by Johnson. Johnson's going to take control of it. Skates around one girl. Just dumping change, it looks like. 30 seconds left in the second period. Over on the near side corner now is Turl. Taken off there by Oim. Oim fires wide right, but follows her shot up to the far side boards. 15 seconds left, zone cleared. Johnson waiting for the get back on onsides by Horton. Now I'll go in the other direction. 8 seconds left. Little bit of a rush pushed off now by Johnson and Rodemaker. Back behind the net, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the second period. So 1-1 after 2 shots on goal. 17 to they have 3, but I'm calling it forward either way. Just out shooting them by quite a bit. Just can't quite get any to fall as they're doing a lot of center mass shots. Had a few corners picked out, and a couple of them the goalie came up with good saves. So one of their tougher opponents they faced, at least for as far as keeping the game within striking distance, and now tied. I think it was the last one was the only one was Hermantown, the Mirage. Quiet in here. Ladies getting coached up. Okay, suppose I gotta write down my stats. So, just keep putting pucks on net, I guess. Try to get one to fall. Playing good defense so far. They have spent some time in our defensive zone, but have been limiting them to only 3 shots so far, and these few other shots they've had have been inaccurate. So Delaney skates off to the left side. Rodemaker skates back out. Doesn't look like a whole lot of fired up energy coming out from the Brainerd Little Falls side. So hopefully they play with some intensity. Face off by Dump Rope, wins it back to Johnson. Off the skate of Johnson. Puck loose now down here. Aaliyah has it skating off to the near side. Puts a move on skate center. Puts another move on, fires in a shot wide left. Now over to the far side corner where Lila has it. Sends it up to the blue line where Turtle just sends one down back behind the net. Rodemaker giving chase over in the near side. Dump Rope trying to get up there. Kept in by Turtle. Turtle sends it to Dump Rope. Dump Rope skating with it around the blue line. Skates center ice with it. Puts on another move, fires a shot wide left, had that corner picked out, but just missed by a little bit. So nice job by Aaliyah skating out front, trying to get a shot on net. Puck loose at the top of the face-off circle now. Zone cleared by Johnson, now has it, sends it down into the zone. Zone cleared again, so we got to get out of there. And Rodemaker does get out of there and just dump and chase. Kind of doing like back and forth passing here. Johnson across ice to Turl. Turl sends it down over to the far side, just dump and change now as she skates off. Skating on is McKenna and LeBlanc. Ooh, through the stick of Johnson, but LeBlanc fresh off the bench, skating with it back behind the net. Gets met by 2 defenders. Tries to get the zone cleared and does. Now LeBlanc putting a shoulder down, skating through girls, poke checked away. We got to get back on sides as McKenna waits to enter the zone. Oh, we were way off sides. Beal was down by the faceoff circle. 13:31 left in the third. 1-1. Lots of 3s and 1s up there. On the faceoff is Oim. Won by the Stars. Sent now down right below us to Tome. Tome, nice pass to Beal. Beal passes over to Oim. Oim kind of skated into traffic and got poke checked away. Now kept in nicely by Tome, trying to get it towards McKenna, but past her. Tome again fighting for it on the blue line corner. All the way around over to the far side where Beal is. Can't be handled. Tipped up now by Oim. Back down into the corner. Giving chase is Oim and Beal. Oim back behind the net now. Now coming the other way. Pass behind that girl, so LeBlanc is going to be the first one there, and it's going to be an icing. 12:49 left in the game. 1-1. $18 shots to 3. Dump rope on the face-off, wins it, but just out of reach of Johnson, but Johnson's going to be the first one there. She gives chase, sends it up towards dump rope, through the stick of dump rope. Now sent back down to Turl. Turl's going to be the first one there. Turl skating around the near side, poke checked away, now back top of the face-off circle, sends it off the skates, a dump rope, but back to Turl. Turl skating with it back behind Delaney now. Sends it up to try to get the zone cleared, can't get cleared, now all the way back down, around to the near side. Centering pass off the pipe. I don't think Delaney saw that one, but luckily off the side of the cage. Now back up to blue. Horton fighting for it at the center line. Now Horton skating into the zone with it, poke checked away at the blue line. And she got taken down. Rodemaker with it now back behind the net, or sent back behind the net. Up to the blue line, kick save by LeBlanc. LeBlanc puts it on the goalie, and the goalie again just falls down on it. Not textbook form, but kicks it back out. LeBlanc skating circles with it now down in the corner, centering pass, trying to get it over towards Lila. Tome steps up to that one, takes it at the top of the face-off circle. Now Tome and Welch switch spots. Tome on the offensive side. Welch falls back to Tome's defensive spot. Now Tome with it down in the corner. She's going to look for a centering pass. Tip passes it over to dump rope. Dump rope skating up with it. Gets poke checked away at the top of the face-off circle, but regains control of it. Stops, reverses pass. Centering or cross ice pass over to Tome. Tome loads up, fires in a shot. Save. So another shot by the ladies. Another save by the goalie. Nice job in the net by this goalie. Like I said, it's not the most orthodox that one was, but a couple of these, not so orthodox, but effective. Oim on the dot now. Westfall and Welch on offense. LeBlanc and Tome on the defensive spot. LeBlanc bangs it off the glass, trying to get over to Westfall on the near side. Westfall dumps it down back behind the net. Welch trying to get after it, but taken away by the Stars. Stars flinging up the boards. Can't be kept in by LeBlanc, but LeBlanc stops a versus pass. She waits not quite long enough as she thought she had it, but that was mere inches. They called that one offsides. May or may not have been. Either way, it's called offsides. Oim on the face-off. One over to Westfall. Westfall sends it down, but picked up by the Stars. Cross-ice pass from the Stars. LeBlanc boxes that girl out, basketball style.
Come on, go!
Sent up now, 13 takes control of it. Tries to pass up the ice. LeBlanc picks that up. LeBlanc in a little bit of a rush. LeBlanc skating up, strong side, left side, around the back side of the net. Has Lila out front, wraparound attempt, broken up by the stick of the defender. Sent over to the near side where Tome has it, sends it back down towards LeBlanc and Welch. Welch fighting for it down in the corner. Past LeBlanc now. Coming the other direction. Back skating is Tome and Oim. Tome pushes her off to the near side. Shot wide left of Delaney. Picked up by Oim on the far side. 10 minutes left in the game. 1-1. a defensive and goalie battle on the goalie battle on Star's side, and a defensive battle on our side. Offsides. McKenna on a little bit of a rush. Beal offsides on that one. 9:48 left in third. Let's see the B word score a winning goal. That would be fantastic. I'll call it that way too if that's what happens. Dump rope wins the face-off now to the near side. Johnson sends it up, tips it up to Rodemaker. Sent all the way over the far side to Horton, and dump rope scoops it out of the corner. Now skating out with the dump rope, loads up, fires in a shot, wide left, over the top of the net. Now near side, Rodemaker with it, centering pass. Oh, Horton out front, back behind her. Now coming the other direction. Back skating was Johnson, and dump rope gets in there and throws a shoulder in the girl, and she's going to be on a penalty now. And parents yelling, "Hey!" As the referee already had his hand in the air, they know they're watching the game. So, dump rope, the only goal of the game so far for Brainerd Little Falls, goes into the penalty box for 2 minutes at 9:18 left in the game. Penalty kill unit will be Welch, Rodemaker, Johnson, and Turl. On the face-off is Rodemaker. Won by the Stars. Back to the blue line. Back pass it over Johnson, boxing that girl that's like 2 feet taller than her, down in the corner now across the face of Delaney. Now over to the far side. Banged off the boards, trying to get the zone cleared. Flinging around in there is trying to get the zone cleared. Skates past it was Welch, but Rodemaker was able to dump it out of there. Now back to Rodemaker. Rodemaker, just lost control, but she had a little bit of a seam there, but that would have been a big ass to do anything with that one. Johnson loads up, fires in a shot, wide right. Now Lila giving chase, 1:25 left in the power play. Turl sends a centering pass up to Rodemaker, who tried catching it. She's a little off balance, though. Now banged off the glass. It's going to be an icing. Nope, yep, it is. 1:14 left in the penalty kill for Brainerd Little Falls. 8:31 left in the game. Westfall out there with Oim, Tome, and LeBlanc. Oim's going to be on the face-off. Face-off over to, here comes Westfall with it, skating cross ice, centering pass, shot, save off the pad of the goalie. Now back to the blue line where Tome has it, stops, reverses paths, enters the zone. Bailey launches a shot from the blue line off the shin guard of one of the girls. 52 seconds left in the penalty. Oof. And getting tangled up was Oim, but she went into the boards, but not too terribly. And LeBlanc now putting a nice box out as she pushes the girl off before she could go back for the puck. Now LeBlanc on a rush herself. It's a 2-on-3. LeBlanc skates off strong side, left side, fires in a shot, save, rebound out front. McKenna out down, fires in a shot off the face of the goalie, in the face, puck loose near side. Now over to far side. McKenna back over to Oim. Oim at the blue line. Oim fired a shot off the chest protector, one of the defenders. Pass now from LeBlanc over to Tome. Tome has it now, skating around. 12 seconds left in the penalty kill. A lot of shots on net so far, this penalty kill unit. Now Tome has it, looking for Rodemaker up. Centering pass, puck's loose out front. Rodemaker could not get a stick on it. 1 second left in the penalty kill, so back to full strength now as dump rope skates back onto the ice, and we're offsides. Hey, we had a little bit of a rush there, but offsides. Again, those offsides are really starting to kill some rushes here, but 7:14 left in the game. 1-1. Shots on goal are 22-3 in the favor of Brainerd Little Falls, so we're putting shots on net, but can't quite get any to fall. Johnson has it now. Sends it down over to the near side. Dump rope giving chase back behind the net. Pushed up the near side board. Johnson waiting for it. There's a girl's fighting herself for it. Now back to Johnson. Johnson keeps it in the zone. Dump and chase. Dump rope out there now. Back to the blue line. Can't be kept in by Scarlett. Pass cross ice now. Yeah, I got a Beal again is offsides, and have a neutral zone face-off coming here. So Oim skates on with Westfall and Horton. Turl and Johnson on defense. Banged off the boards. Oim has it near side, put in a shot wide right. Now over to Horton in the far side. Horton passes back over to Turl. Another shot off angle, hit the pipe. That was from Oim. Centering pass, puck went through the crease, but nobody out front to help out with that one. Cross ice pass. We've had a lot of opportunities here, just can't quite capitalize on them. Now Johnson in the near side. 6:14 left in the game, 1-1. Johnson stops, reverses paths. Skating towards center now. She's getting a lot of defensive pressure. Poke checked away at the blue line. McKenna just sends it down into the zone. Now back this direction. Referee yelling no as he's waving off icing. Johnson has it off the shin guard of a girl. Johnson now turns on the jet. She's got a little bit of a crease, but it's 1 versus 2 up there. Skates over to the near side. Skates around the back side of the net. Bangs off the glass, loses control of it. Centering pass now coming the other direction is the Stars. LeBlanc poke check, fanning the stick out in front of her to poke check away from that girl. Now LeBlanc has it. Takes it over to the near side. 5:30 left in the game. Stops, reverses paths behind Delaney. Passes up to Tome. Tome tries to get it up to Lila. Out of reach. Back down in the neutral zone. Fighting for it up against the boards. Scrum up against the boards. Coming away with it is Dump Rope. Dump Rope stops. She's skating around near side. She's got a 1-on-2 shot. Save. Puck loose on the near side. Skating around now. She skates around center. Loads up. Fires another shot. Goal! Leah Dump Rope taking this game into her own hands. Firing shots. Getting her own rebounds. Skating back around. Finally finds a corner there to put the Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors up 2-1 with 4:57 left in the game, with Aaliyah's second goal of the game and the only 2 so far by Brainerd Little Falls. Nice job, Aaliyah. So Aaliyah stays out there, and we need her out there. She's on the face-off. Won by Aaliyah, and then talking to Aaliyah. Aaliyah's going in for another one, a 1-on-1 again. Skating off far side. Puck got pushed off. Now over, Aaliyah puts in another shot wide right. Now over to the near side corner. Tome has it. Fighting for it down there is Tome with 3 other white jerseys. Back behind the net now. Beal intercepts that one. Beal has it, fans it out over to the near side face-off circle. Rodemaker picks it up. Shovel passes back in the center, but nobody there except for a white jersey. Rodemaker with it now down in the far side, or near side corner. Picked up by Beal. Nice interception, or poke check by Beal. But loses an edge and sent down now. Catching it in full stride was one of the Stars, but poke checked away nicely. Waiting for it in the shadows was LeBlanc, but then picked up by Oim, but then another offsides, killing that rush. 4:11 left in the game, 2-1, Brainerd Little Falls. Neutral zone face-off coming here. Oim on the face-off. 1 back to McKenna. McKenna back to Johnson. Johnson cross ice pass to Turl. Turl sends it off the skate of the referee all the way down over to the near side corner. Giving chase is Oim. Off to the blue line, trying to keep it in was Johnson, but off the stick of one of the defenders. Turl has it and got lucky there. She gained control of it, lost it, but then got it back and does get it down into the zone. Sent towards net, but picked up by one of the defenders. Now cross ice. Oim trying to get a stick on it. Back skating now is Johnson. Sent all the way down over to the far side. Turtle's going to have to turn on the jets to get there, and does, as one girl stopped and shot it right up into her skates. Passed over to McKenna through McKenna's stick. Zone cleared, but all the way down now into the far side. Her Turtle's going to be there, but she's got a defender right on her. Taken away, centering pass broken up by Johnson. Johnson's going to pick it up. She's got strides now. She's going off to the near side. We were on sides that time. She sends one down towards net, but picked off by a white jersey of the Stars. Oim getting in there, getting tangled up and taking that puck away from that rush. Number 8 now goes off center. Skating around, puts a shot wide left. Pushed off now back behind the net is LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to send it out, but stepping up into that one. Another fires and shot. Glove save Delaney. 2:50 left in the game. Defense's own face-off coming here. Tome's going to be out there with dump rope. Lila Wheels, Welch, LeBlanc, and Rodemaker face off one by dump rope, who clears the zone with it. Sent cross ice, dump rope picks it up with Rodemaker. Dump rope skating in with it now. She's going to do it all. Fires another shot. Save, puck loose. Rebound attempt by Welch. Hey, so the team isn't so quick to, the other parents aren't so quick to say, hey, when their girls are hitting girls in the back. But either way, rebound attempt, not quite there, but nice shot there by Leah, keeping the offensive pressure on. Same lineup, dump rope on the faceoff. One back to the LeBlanc, slapper by LeBlanc, shot, oh, save across the crease. So that was a bouncing, wobbly puck that had some promise to it, but couldn't quite get it to fall. Puck loose now down below, I can't see where it's at, right below us, shoveled out now. Pushed off to the near side. She's got a little bit of space. Shot in the face. Puck loose in the zone. Puck still loose off to the far side. Or in the crease, I should say. Now number 7 has it. Skating around looking for a centering pass. Puck nets off the moorings. In the face. In the face. With Delaney using her face on that one. .209 left in the game. 2-1. Brainerd Little Falls. On the dot now is Oim. Deal out there with Turl. Turl takes the puck. Johnson out there too with McKenna. Turl passes up to McKenna. McKenna's skating up the near side now. Sends one down towards the net. Picked up though by one of the defenders. Turl flying around down there trying to get after the puck. Beal has it over. Corner kept in now by Oim. Can't quite keep it in now actually. But Turl picks it up. Sends it back down towards Oim. Zone cleared. Over the far side boards, going to be all the way down. Back behind, I was going to say, they're not going to call icing on that one, but they are. So 1:36 left in the game. Offensive zone face-off coming here. 2-1, Brainerd Little Falls. See if they can put a few more shots on net. 26 shots to 6 so far, but I'm going to say 7 because they didn't count 1. In the favor of Brainerd Little Falls. Face off by Oim. 1. Back to Turl. Turl has it at the blue line. Loads up, fires a shot off the calf of the girl. Puck loose out front. Trying to get it cleaned up the garbage. And save. That was McKenna down there in left side of the net. Fired it right into, I think it went right into the leg pads of the goalie. 1:28 left in the game. Oim strapping her helmet up. On the face off. Face off one by Owen, back to Westfall. Westfall has it out front, puts in a shot, kick save. That was a great save by that goalie. That was in. Oh, we've had so many close shots here. That goalie has been, she's been on point. Like I said, maybe not the most orthodox of play in movements, but she has been effective. Like that was a pretty miraculous save. That if that would have been my goalie, I think our whole crowd would have erupted. But crickets from the other side, because that was a kick out last second butterfly save. So we had the corner is what I'm saying, but goalie was in position now near side, sent down. 1:18 left in the game. 8's one of their better players skating around near side now. Back behind, puts in a shot, tries to put on a shot, but deflected by Tome and dump rope. Now back behind the net is LeBlanc. LeBlanc stops, reverses pass, sends it up towards the dump rope. 1 minute left in the game. Dump rope tries to send it across. Now to Tome. Tome and dump rope get tangled up, but we're able to clear the zone up to Rodemaker. Rodemaker sends it down back behind the net. 50 seconds left. Fighting for it now back behind the net is Rodemaker. Trying to come up. Puck loose out front. Oh, couldn't quite turn and shoot. Tome loads up, fires a shot. Oh, saved by that goalie. She is just on fire. Now coming the other direction with 37 seconds left, though. Now over the far side is LeBlanc. LeBlanc sends it back down into neutral. Fighting for it up in the corner. Or straight across. Sent down towards Delaney. Picked up by Tome. 25 seconds left. Tome passes up ice to Rodemaker. Tipped off the stick of Rodemaker. Now back to Tome. Tome has it. She's skating center ice. They're getting in a line change. Tries to fire in a shot. Deflected. And up over the top of the net. 13.3 seconds left in the game. Offense's own face-off coming here. Oim's going to be on the dot. Tome out there with LeBlanc. Westfall and Welch Oim takes the face off, back to Westfall. Westfall skating across center, just dumps it over in the shin guard of Girl. 8 seconds left. LeBlanc loads up, fires in a shot. Wide left, kicked off by the goalie. Westfall has it now. And that was a nail biter, but the Brainerd Little Falls Flying Warriors are going to come out of this one with a 2-1 victory. As the shots on goal were dominant by Brainerd Little Falls, 28-6. But they, we had a lot of opportunities. 28. But that was, like I said, that was a nail biter as a goalie dad. But good job on the girls on defense. My mother says, great job, ladies. Get a picture of the scoreboard so we can look back for reference if needed. So that goalie, like I said, though possible unorthodox movements, was very effective. She had a lot of, maybe it's just because I pay attention more as a goalie dad now, but she had a lot of just amazing saves that, like I said, I think our crowd would have been freaking out if Delaney would have came up with some of those like that, but there wasn't much of a peep from that side. But like I said, maybe I'm just biased because I'm a goalie dad, how good she did. So tomorrow at 1:15, but like I said, I don't know if it's going to get broadcasted or not just because of that rink that we're going to be in. I know has terrible reception in the past, and according to our resident Erin Andrews of the 12U division of Board Bang Broadcast, she had terrible reception in that rink today, so we'll see how it goes. But try checking back in at 1:15 tomorrow, and we'll see if we can get it to go, and if we can't, we can't. And I don't know, if worst comes to worst, maybe I'll like record it and just try to upload it to YouTube when I have reception. We'll see. I don't know how to do that, but we'll figure it out. So anyways, thank you for joining us here at the Gambuxy Arena in Grand Forks. And with that, watch for deer.